Between the Two Ferns is a new Netflix original film that is based off of Zach Galifianakis' popular show Between the Two Ferns, where he interviews celebrities, spells their names wrong, and just makes fun of them the whole time.
Of all the things you can win an Oscar for, how surprised are you that you won one for acting?
Here we go.
I noticed that you're wearing a shirt. Is everything okay?
I absolutely love it. If you have not seen the show, it is brilliant. You need to check it out. But this Netflix movie is part documentary, part 10 interviews in there as well. While almost killing Matthew McConaughey during an interview, Will Ferrell forces Zach Galifianakis to have 10 interviews done within 2 weeks, or he will cancel Between the Two Ferns. So Zach Galifianakis gets together with his crew and they go across the country to try to get 10 interviews. Along the way, they interview people like Peter Dinklage, Chance the Rapper, Brie Larson, amongst many other celebrities. I laughed the whole entire film. I thought this was a funny movie. Only about an hour and 22 minutes long, but I watched it twice on Friday night. I thought it was that good. Now, it might be that I think that Zach Galifianakis is just hilarious in general, and his Between the Two Ferns show is really funny as well. So I thought that this movie was perfect. They had 10 interviews and a little more interviews as well, but it also integrated a story about how Zach Galifianakis wants his own network show, as well as getting these interviews. So I was afraid going into this movie that I would only like the interview parts, not the story so much. But I also was very invested in the story. I thought the story was funny as well. Not as funny as the interviews per se, but I did find that the story was really interesting, and I liked seeing Zach Galifianakis in public with his crew and seeing how stupid he is outside of Between the Two Ferns. Now, the interviews, I think some of the standouts are Matthew McConaughey. Chance the Rapper was funny as well. One thing I like about the interviews on this movie, as well as the show, is that he spells the people's names wrong, and he also has their title wrong as well. For like Brie Larson, he puts Brie Larson, and then he puts her title as The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Between the Two Ferns is a funny movie. I thought that the jokes worked. The story worked as well. It was integrated nicely with the 10 interviews. I got something that I absolutely loved, the interviews, plus a little more, which was nice as well. If you are a fan of Between Two Ferns, if you've seen it and you've enjoyed it, you definitely need to check out this movie. I was surprised with how much I liked the story because I went into it just wanting to see the interviews, but I got a little more, and that is a pleasant surprise. I'm going to go ahead and give Between the Two Ferns a B+. Have you guys seen Between the Two Ferns? It is on Netflix now. It stars Zach Galifianakis. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this movie. My name is JustinWatchesMovies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.